There are seasons I was angry. There are seasons I was desperate. There are seasons I was broken. There are seasons I was numb. So now we're here, me and you.
Oh, baby girl, this is crazy.
So when we put the realities on the table,
yes,
there is no way this relationship is going to work. After we had spoken about everything, we zeroed in on God.
Yes.
Yeah, it was not meant to work. Everything was just against us. So we do not use the outward to judge whether things are of God.
Yes.
I only stayed because I knew it was of God. Hi, Mambo.
Poa.
Kwaje?
Fine.
Yeah, we're back.
Yes, we are.
And we have a challenge because we planned for this today. And just when we are about to begin, as you can hear in the background, I think there's an event or something going on, but there's a lot of background noise. But we decided to go on because, we're still audible. We're here, keep up with our story. And we'll try as much as we can to sort the background noise as we edit. But we're not sure whether we'll be able to take care of the whole background voice. But here we are. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for keeping up with the Rukenyas.
Yes.
We're here talking to those who are ready to mingle.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you're ready to mingle, there is someone out there for you, regardless of your age, regardless of your life status. There is someone out there for you. And if it is the desire of your heart to move on, if you are, if your story is similar to ours, bereaved or divorced, then it does not mean that you cannot start again. It does not mean that you cannot love or be loved again. There is hope for a tree, even if it is cut down. Sometimes we begin wrong, right?
Yeah.
We begin wrong. Sometimes we do things without involving God. They cost us years. They cost us a lot. And by the time we are learning that we had made wrong decisions, we've spent so much time in relationships and marriages that, were not meant for us. And by the time we are realizing we are in our 40s, but it does not mean just because you've been divorced or bereaved or things did not work and you've realized this at a certain age, it does not mean that, it's the end for you.
Yeah.
There is still hope. There is hope for you as there was hope for me. As I was talking, as I was saying in one of the podcasts, that there's a time that I got very desperate because of, things that are happening in my life, children, and, bills and all these things. And that need of companionship, it is there. It gets to a certain age. I can say now that I'm here, that it gets to a certain age that you feel that, like, I cannot do this by myself. Not that I feel like I am inadequate. I need a companion. I have all these things going. I want to come home and be able to share things that I'm going through and be able to share plans and the vision, like we were saying the other day, and so that we can discuss and deliberate and, so that I can get counsel, wisdom, opinion. And I want to get this from someone who I love, like a partner.
True.
It gets to, there are people who decide not to get married again.
Yeah.
Like, I will talk about, as we go, I'll talk about my background, the background of my parents. You already told us how your dad got married again.
My dad was married before.
Yes.
Got 3 girls.
Yeah.
And now got married, divorced, then got married to my mom.
Yes.
Until his death.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So your dad remarried.
Yes, he remarried.
So in my case, my family, what happened was my mom was married to my dad. They had 3 children. And when we were little, they divorced.
Yes.
My dad moved on. My mom did not.
Yes.
And they were also very young. I think my mom was not even 30 by the time they were separating.
Okay.
And my mom never got married again. Okay. Never got to have any more children.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that it depends with a person. Yes. What is your desire? For her, she decided to just, go the career way.
Yes.
Just follow her career path and just work. But for me, yes, career woman, but no, I want a companion. Yeah, I did not feel like I have the strength to do this on my own. Plus, there's this vision that God has given me, and I feel like, yes, I might be a strong woman, but I still need companionship.
Yes. It's important. We are all created to be with someone.
Yeah.
Unless, apart from now when it's a gift and you have a gift to serve God and you only do it because you want to serve God, you don't stay alone.
Yeah.
But for everyone, there's a companion for you, there's a mate for you. And this is what God planned for humankind.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what he planned for man. He said man has to have a partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is not good for man to be alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's why Eve was created.
Yes.
I think we are made to, but there are those people who have decided, I just want to serve God, I want to be alone. And that is also welcome.
Yes, it's welcome.
Yeah, that is also welcome.
Yeah.
But there are those people who are there, you've tried marriage, or maybe you have never been married.
Oh yeah.
You've never been married. You're at this age and you feel you're ready to mingle, you're ready to make friends, you're ready to go out there and, have a life of your own, enjoy marriage, enjoy family.
Yeah.
It is not too late. And it is not wrong to desire this.
Yeah.
I know the Bible. I've been in congregations, babe, where people talk about after you divorce or divorced, you're not supposed to be married. You're supposed to be. There are all these things that people talk about. Of course, it's the Bible, and we will get there. We will come to talk about what the Bible says about divorce. And there are those places I would be in, and I am seated there. I'm hearing the man on the pulpit with a microphone say these things concerning people who are divorced. And I would be there and I'm like, no, I still want to get married. This is my desire.
Yes.
So I would feel discriminated.
Yes.
I'm here with children, single mom with children. You do not want me to be in ministry because I'm a single mom, and you feel like I am a threat because you feel like I'm going to be a threat too. I don't know. I just don't understand these things sometimes.
The dynamics.
The dynamics. Yeah. You have a single mom here who is doing her best. She loves God. Yes. Wants to serve God.
Yes.
But on the other hand, you don't want her to get married because she's divorced.
Okay.
And you're out here telling us,
Yeah.
saying that if you have a boy, make sure they have men in their lives because
Yes.
we are bringing up young men raised by mothers, carrying their mothers' names. There's a problem in the society that people are they're criticizing single mothers because they're giving their children their names. But still you don't want them to get married. You don't want them to get married. You don't want them to carry their mothers' names. You don't want these mothers to serve in the church.
What solution they give?
Exactly.
What solution they give?
They're not giving solutions.
Oh, so it's you remain in your position.
You remain, yes.
Yet because you're in that condition, then keep away from many other things.
Keep away from serving even in church.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're called to serve, that becomes your
stumbling block.
And
that was my stumbling block. But I'm not saying that because I wanted to get married so that I am accepted in the society.
That's what you're saying.
No, because
But do you believe that will push single moms to react exactly that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It will push them to react that way.
It will push them to
marry
react.
so that they can serve.
There is a period of time I was there. I was like, God, no. See how people are looking at me. See the things people are saying. I want to have someone in my life so that it's not just I. Because I will go with my children. They'll be like, oh, so where is your husband? And I'm like, he abandoned us. What do you want me to tell you? He's not here. Why can you not get back? How can you get back with someone who has already moved on with his life?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not anywhere. But I am young. Yeah.
How old were you when you?
I was 30. And I'm
30
like, no.
And we only got together in your 39?
Yes, we got married at 39. 9
years alone?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I was single for 9 years. Not single, a single married woman.
Yes, a single married woman.
Yes, a single married woman. Raising your children by yourself. And I'll come and talk about, we'll have a day where I'll come and talk about, it's our story here.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I was just trying to get out that, to just tell the single moms out there that don't let the society discriminate you from wanting to move on.
Yes.
From wanting, if the person you have been with, your husband, if you feel, I'm not advocating for divorce, but there is no way you're going to sit there for 9 years waiting for someone to come back.
Yes.
Someone who has already moved on.
Yes.
Moved on, gone to another country, moved on there. So how do you wait for that person for 9 years?
Is it a guarantee the 9 years they'll be back?
Exactly. No, there's no guarantee.
Would you want to share with them the life that they have, that they've been having apart from in the 9 years? Of course they get a life.
Yeah.
Do you want to share into that life? Are you willing to share into that life? Maybe it's one of those lives that are drama.
Exactly.
You have to fit in that.
Exactly. See, in those 9 years, I was cultivating my relationship with God.
Yes.
In those 9 years, they are cultivating their own lives, in their own marriage, in their own whatever relationships they are in. Maybe they even have children in whatever marriage they're in. Yeah, you never know, because there was absolute disconnection.
Yes.
So I wouldn't know what's happening in their lives. I just know what's happening in mine. So now we're here, me and you.
Oh, baby girl, yo, this is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say, what we're trying to do even on this podcast is that we are trying to show you that, you can be seeing single moms out there. You don't know what happened.
Yeah,
you don't know. Even single dads.
Yeah,
even single dads. You don't know what happened to this person. This person has a story. They have a story, they have a life, and they have desires. Yeah, they're probably very innocent. They just got themselves entangled with the wrong person.
Yes.
So if your desire is to move on and to get into marriage, back into the dating scene, you're basically ready to mingle, you need to be very careful.
Yes.
Don't rush things.
Yeah.
Even during those times, because I've gone through all these seasons where I was angry. There are seasons I was angry. There are seasons I was desperate. There are seasons I was broken. There are seasons I was numb. This is 9 years you're talking about. Yeah. I went through all seasons until when I made that prayer.
Yeah.
We talked about. And from then, I rested.
Yes.
I rested. Even when I started now.
This is when you told God, it's okay.
Yes.
If anyone is ever coming, it's up to him.
It's up to him, but I won't.
But you're not telling him that you've closed the door. You're saying, he knows you want.
Yes.
But it's up to him.
Yes.
And it's the last time you're praying that prayer.
Yes.
It's the last time you're praying that prayer. Wow.
Yeah. I said, God, this is my heart. I poured it out. I said, this is my heart. This is my desire. This is what I want.
It is a man for me.
I didn't even say if. I said, I know there is a man for me. You know your people.
Yes.
And because you know your people, you know him, you know the person who is meant for me. So do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure we meet.
Yes.
But I'm never going to pray this prayer again.
Yeah.
Just know I don't want to be single.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was not ilati, oh Mungu ba. I was saying these things like I'm saying them right now. Yeah, just know I don't want, and I do not want to meet anyone who is not the person for me.
That assures me that then God listens to us.
He does.
And he answers us.
He does, yeah. He listens, he answers prayer.
Yeah.
He's good and he means well.
Yes.
And he wants us to get what we...
He's a good God.
Yeah.
Thinking good thoughts for us.
For us, yeah. His desires are... Like he is the one who puts these desires in us.
Yes, that's what we learned.
Yeah, he's the one who puts the desires in us. Yeah, so whatever it is that you're desiring, it is God who has put that desire for you, because there is a purpose as to why he's bringing you together. Even as we go on the podcast later, you will come and see the people who are watching and who follow us, they'll come and see there is a reason why it had to be you.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why it had to be me.
Yes.
Because there's a purpose that God has for both of us.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, what?
Yeah. So we're talking about family and how now they are coming into our courtship.
Yeah.
We have now to come to a point where we have to now let our family. So my man was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't call my mom to tell her I have found someone. Mom called me because my mom is in the US.
Yeah.
So she calls me and I'm telling her, yeah. So she's asking, where are you? I told her, no, I'm in Anne's place. Who's Anne? And I'm like, I've come to sort of like, Anne is a friend of mine I've just met. I'm taking her children to school. Nate's brothers and sisters. And I was like, that's what I told her. Wow, mom is like, oh, slow down. Slow down. Yeah. Slow down. I told her, yeah, I have to go now. Sorry, the children will get late for school.
Yeah.
Told me, call me after you're done.
So what happened was you would, because now I was on leave. So and now we've decided, okay, this is the direction we are taking.
Yeah.
So we would meet every day.
Yeah.
And you would come here, you'd come home.
Yes.
In the morning.
Yes.
You take the children to school and then we go wherever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she called you when you were picking the kids.
Yes. I don't know. It was even my mom knows me quite well. So probably she thought I'm super excited. And she's always been telling me a lot of times during the period when I was growing up, I had to be under treatment for depression and all that. Yeah. So she knew when I'm excited, it might trigger something. So she thought this was one of those episodes. Yeah. So this boy of mine is excited because he's met somebody, and maybe he might do something, anything. So she was careful. Yeah, and she expected me also to slow down and back out and
think about it
and stop away from the excitement.
Yeah.
But remember me myself, I had got into that decision gradually.
Yeah.
And it had been influenced by so many events, as we had talked earlier.
Yeah.
And even some people speaking into my life. So I had already decided.
Stamped.
Yes, I had decided. So this is what my mom didn't know. She didn't have the story behind what really happened. And she thought this is a partner. This cannot be.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get to from the point of where we sat down from the first day, the date we sat, sort of decided to now date, and there's some things we said. Yeah, we said, actually you're the one who said we do it. You're a private person, and for now you don't introduce anybody else into this courtship.
Yeah.
Neither the children nor family.
Yeah.
Remember that part? So now it's time, and we agreed that it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And remember, I have a son. You have two children at home and one elder one. Yeah. I met the little ones the time I came to help you sell your land.
Yeah.
Briefly. Okay. So at this point, you've sat down. You said not to involve them and you're strict about it. You said you're a private person, and we said we'll honor that. Yeah,
there's a period of time where it was just us, me and you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a short period.
And I remember, what I'm trying to bring out is that even with our decision that it will be private, the children were introduced. The children came, they just slipped in. I mean, it was not by choice. It was not by choice.
No. Yeah.
I remember by the time I'm coming to see that now to be frequent in their lives, it was not by choice.
No.
I can't remember what happened.
Yeah, me neither.
But it was not by choice. So the choice will still be private until now we can be comfortable to say, now let's introduce the children, let's introduce family. But
even when they are meeting you, we're not saying anything.
Yes,
like,
but the children are smart, baby girl.
Yeah, yeah, true.
They were smart. They
you see, there was no one else they had seen.
Yes. And it's
So
funny
now,
enough, your neighbor children were like that, Jay's dad.
Because they had never seen. So anyone who would come.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there was never, apart maybe from my cousins when they would come as a group, you know, they're coming, maybe we have a family meeting or something.
Yeah.
I would even not have visitors.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
I think that's why, because it was very new for them. That's why they were very excited even to have you.
They were super excited.
Yeah.
And that made even the bonding very easy for me and them.
Yeah.
They accepted me immediately.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt very attached to them. Yeah. And now this is just it's us still unfolding our work. We're still unfolding our work, and we don't know how it's going to be for what will inform what comes next. But we're working faithfully. We're just trusting trusting the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the children are now part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when I came that morning and I was taking them to school like my mom called.
Yeah. 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 It was, I think that's how the introduction started. Remember, there's my sister in the background.
Yeah.
Because she's the point man. That's how we got to meet.
Yeah.
And so she is telling my people.
Yeah.
Is telling my people. It's not even me who told them. By the time I'm coming to tell them, they already know.
Yes.
They already know.
Yes.
And there's this thing that when on the episode that we'll be talking about money.
Yeah. I remember.
We'll talk about the miracle that you kept referencing when you were talking about the conference.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that miracle. And there is something concerning that miracle that there is a link and a connection to a family member.
Yeah.
And now this brought about another wave. Now, for you, when your family looks at you now getting involved with a lady who has children, they're a bit worried whether you're sure or are you making the right decision.
Yes.
You know, they're a bit cautious because of how much they care and love you.
That's the love.
Yeah, it's the love. And, you know, I was like, wow, these people, they love you too much. They actually want to make sure you're not putting yourself in a situation that you'll not be able to manage.
Yes. Have you thought about it?
Yes.
Have you critically looked into it?
Yes.
Is it something you're going to go through with it?
Will you manage a family? Now you'll have you're a father of one. You're a single dad here. You live with your son and you already have your own challenges.
My own challenges is also my other marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
my last marriage.
Exactly. They have your history.
They have my history.
Yeah. And how you were separated. And how, And now, what are you talking about? You did not manage a family of one child.
Yes, of three now.
How is it?
And actually, just to preempt, it was a financial thing. It was a financial movement.
Yes.
Now you're being given, you want to add two more
children
to that equation.
Yes.
And the finance, even if you look at the finance, nothing much has changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by this time, you already know that I am going to resign.
Yes. I have everything. I know what we've talked about.
Yes. Yeah. You already know I'm going to resign.
Yeah.
As for you already have the situation that you have.
Yeah.
You're not at that particular moment because of remember the miracle.
Yes, the miracle.
But there were challenges also in regards to that miracle because you are short.
Yes. And also, I've just got into a new job, and the new job, not a popular job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
number one, it has no salary.
No salary. You're paid on commission. I'm
paid on commission. So far, you've been asking, show us what you've done. What is happening? Is there any show that this commission is already good?
Yeah.
Already,
there's no track.
No track.
Yeah, no track record.
It's still new, so I have to build a clientele. Yeah. But I'm telling you.
And they are asking you about this lady. You're telling them about this lady. She does not even work in Nairobi. How is this relationship going to work?
Yes. Wow. Yeah. So to them, they felt they felt actually not even just felt. Thinking about it, they could have been the best players of advising.
Yeah.
They would have played as the best counselors at that time.
Yeah.
Number one, they have my history.
Yeah.
They have my present.
Yeah.
They have my everything.
Yeah.
History means condition, my failed marriage.
Yeah.
They have everything.
Yeah.
So then they're seeing. Then they're the best judges.
Yeah.
To reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So reality is that this husband has 2 children.
Yes.
2 younger children, 1 older girl. So work out from there.
So when we put the realities on the table,
yes,
yeah,
they would have been the best counselors.
There is no way this relationship is going to work. Marrying this lady is the worst decision
ever made.
Ever.
Yeah.
And for me,
I wouldn't blame them. I think I would also be in the same shoe.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I'm the same shoe, in their position. I would have been the same way.
Yeah.
I would ask the hard questions.
Yeah.
If you can answer them, well and good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember, because you are a very honest person, you would share the kind of questions they were asking you.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that we had spent so much time talking.
Yes.
So much time.
Yes.
And we talked about this.
Yes.
We talked about it. Remember earlier I said that, how are you going to manage? And after we had spoken about everything, we zeroed in on God. Yes. We zeroed in on God.
Wow. I think I've never been built so much in faith as at that time.
Yeah.
It was a height that I've never reached in before in faith. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Other times is when I would think my faith is being stretched, is when I would want to. Okay, with time, even as we continue, I'll come to say I take medication for depression, but there are times when I would want to take away the medication from myself.
Yeah.
I'd want to stop taking them.
Yeah.
And that time I'll stretch my faith until now it happens that I have to go back to medication.
Yeah.
This time it felt the same.
Yeah.
It felt the same. It felt super stretched faith.
Yeah.
The beauty about it is that now I could make sense of every step of that faith. Mm-hmm. God would be kind enough to give me a certain word, an encouragement. You introduce me to people like our friends who have similar homes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would sit with one of them, and so my faith was really built up at that point. And I thank God that even at that point my faith didn't fail me. Yeah. It did not at all. And I really rode on it. Even as we'll continue to talk about how in the process I got sick.
Yeah.
But even in the sickness I still could hear the Spirit. Yeah. And that really worked on my faith. Has never been stretched as it did that time. Just to cross that hurdle, it really was stretched.
Yeah. It was stretched. It was. I think I always come back to this, and when I do, not I always come back. When we come back to this conversation, I always remember that I only stayed because I knew it was of God. like even looking at you like this, I did not. There are instances I would look at you and say to myself, I am not staying because of you. No, I'm not staying because of you.
Yes.
I am staying because I know God has something for both of us.
Yes.
And it is through us, through this relationship, that He is going to help so many people. I knew there was a purpose for this marriage. He had already spoken to us individually, separately, and then we came to talk about it. Like we talked about our visions. You spoke about your vision, your dreams. Then we had to seek God, for the vision of the marriage. Because there is a reason why God brings two people together. Not because of their, there is for their individuality, and because I'm here to support you, you're here to support me.
And you'd always remind me that.
There is a reason why we are here. There is a purpose for this marriage. And that was why I stayed. I was like, okay, God, I'm going to stay on. Because when we would look at the facts, when we would face the facts, I mean, everything was just not going. It was not meant to work. It was not meant to work. Everything was just against us. True. But I really thank God. You've introduced something that I think, how the conversation is going, this might be the next thing we talk about. How you've introduced your medication. And we're going to take a break, and we'll talk about it when we come back next time. Let's talk about, because I mean, during this season, during the time when these conversations are going on in the families, there's a family member who knows you from before. Even knew your late wife, knew your life before, and now he's hearing that we're dating. It was so our families, there are those challenges that we faced, and then in the midst of all that, you get sick. And so the reality hits. So how our families, when they came in and the things that were being said, the challenges that we were facing, we're going to talk about that, and you getting sick in the midst of all this. In the midst of all this, and how God just, I look back sometimes and I'm like, wow. It's truly of God. And, it does not mean, earlier, on one of the podcasts, there's a time we said that just because it looks good, it does not mean
it's right.
It's right. It does not mean it's of God.
Of God.
And another thing I should say is that just because there are challenges, it does not mean it's not of God. So just because there are challenges, it does not mean it's not of God. And just because it looks good, it does not mean it's God. So you actually have to be spirit-led. Remember, Satan can camouflage as an angel of light. And he also, God has his people. Satan also has his people. He has his agents. There are people who do not have boundaries. And, they are agents, just people, human beings like me and you. There are people who are just, agents of the enemy. Not that they worship the devil.
No.
It's just that they're not kind people. They're people who just, want to be with you because you're cute, because they have ulterior motives. They want to be with you not because they care, and because they want to be with you, they can really package themselves to be what you're looking for in a spouse. And so if you're not led of the Spirit, you can be misled by how things look on the outward. So we do not use the outward to judge whether things are of God. We use the inner man. We allow the inner man to lead. What does it feel in your spirit? Not what does it look like in the bank account. No. What does it look? What does the history look like? What does the history look like? We don't refer to. We can refer for learning purposes. It is good to know where someone has come from. But we don't disqualify.
No.
We don't call what God has called holy. We do not call it unholy.
Yes. It also tells me that even though life has dealt you in a particular way, that it disqualifies that marriage is all.
True.
It doesn't mean your failed past marriage dictates what marriage is.
Exactly.
Marriage works.
Marriage works.
It is work. It works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to the point that marriage is made of God,
Yeah.
marriage works.
Yeah, true.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And marriage is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
When God made man, he saw that it was not good for him to be alone.
Yes, yes.
Meaning that it is good
Yes.
for him to be with someone.
Yes.
So if your desire is to be with someone, you're ready to mingle, mingle.
Mingle.
Yeah, mingle. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed because of your past, because of what you've gone through, because you failed. No, because you have been irresponsible. Yeah, no. Don't let that dictate what you do in future. Don't let that inform you as the will of God. The will of God is clearly stated that he gives us all things to enjoy. He gives us marriage and spouses so that we can also enjoy life. I want to enjoy life. Yeah, and I want to enjoy my life with you.
I love it too. Maybe I want to enjoy life with you too.
So we call it a day. You have something else to add?
Just to cap up what you've said, and that is still remains true.
Yeah.
That sometimes even you said something, even if you are irresponsible, does not disqualify you from moving on. Yeah. People change. I mean, you might find what happens. What I believe is that everyone has a stage in life.
Yes.
You could have been you are young.
Yes.
It could be that you're starting to. But since you are young, you misbehaved and you're irresponsible.
Yes.
And nobody gave you the chance.
Yes.
Now that you've learned your lesson, pick yourself up, believe in yourself. God gives you a second chance. Why not give yourself a second chance?
Wow, love that. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, people. See you on the next one. Remember to subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.